All right. Fucking hell. There we go. The clap signifies. Oh, did you see the mug?
Oh. I feel left out.
Oh.
I'm sorry. But it is Thursday night and you are here with us.
That is true. Mugless.
And
Muggin's here without a mug.
what time is it, Sam?
It's 6 p.m.
Woo!
I'm learning.
Once again, Ben is stuck in his sex dungeon.
It's a sexless dungeon. That's what you mean.
Speaking of,
No sex happened.
do you want a lucky dip?
A sex lucky dip?
Dip away. All right.
What is that?
Look, I mean,
I have no idea.
it is amusing. It is amusing the fact that this is the second time we've had to record because I haven't recorded properly. So if there's fatigue in the air, it's my fault.
Aw.
Oh, don't feel sorry for me. It's a long one.
Graveyard
Oh, Graveyard Shift. I don't know that one.
That's one from the past, Ben.
Blast from the past.
Stephen King movie with Brad Dourif. Who else was in that? Just Brad Dourif.
I really only remember Brad Dourif. That's he steals the show in any movie he's in.
That is true. That's the movie about the crew that are cleaning out the old, is it a cotton mill or something like that?
The old mill.
The old mill, and they find a giant bat's lair in the basement.
Oh.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me. Constantly digging up old bat lairs.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
that happens
spelunking in the caves in my mansion. Bat lair.
happens a lot in Stephen King books.
I'm out hiking in the Arizona desert. Prehistoric bat lair.
Guano.
Bat guano. Yeah.
Did you surely have a copy of that on VHS?
Yes, I do. I think I've got a couple of copies of it.
When was it?
Sorry?
What year?
91 maybe, 92.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it had the cover was great. It had like a skull on the cover with a miner's hat on the front.
Yeah. Totally misleading.
Yeah.
There's no minors. There's no minors in this. That's prom night. My Bloody Valentine. It's My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's Jeffrey Jones's home movies.
Yeah. There's kids wearing the mine dressed up as
Fucking
kids
hell.
are dressed up as miners, Jeffrey. Unforgiven.
Oh, Unforgiven.
That's seminal, surely. Clint
Love
Is
Eastwood.
that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gene and what's his name too?
Morgan Freeman.
English Bob. I was thinking of, yeah, but what's his name? What's English Bob's name? He's Jesus Christ! He sings MacArthur Park, for Christ's sakes.
I don't know.
I never had that recipe again. His son is an actor, and he's
Sam to the rescue.
his
Yeah, I'm
ex-wife,
getting it up
married
on the-
Dr. Doolittle, Rex Harrison.
Dr. Doolittle.
I am loving Sam's lighting.
Oh, Richard Harris.
Richard Harris, that's it.
Yeah.
How can I
You could
forget?
have just said Dumbledore.
I forgot about Dumbledore.
Oh,
I'm
Dumbledore.
not 12, Glenn. So I don't reference Harry Potter in my everyday life. Like I reference Star Wars or Indiana Jones. I'm too old. Like Harry Potter came out, I was already like, this is for dumb kids.
Well,
Whoa.
I like the book. I was working at Borders when the books kind of hit, and the book was pretty good. But when the movies came out, I was like, Jesus Christ, I really dropped the ball with this shit.
I watched the movies before I read the books, and I don't know. I still love them.
yeah, I had a great conversation on last night's video with Chloe, and she is big into the Harry Potter books.
Yeah.
Big time.
Does she like the movies, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves the movies too, and she made a good point that each film kind of feels like its own aesthetic sort of universe within itself.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they changed their
plus or
tone.
minus. But just you'd never catch that happening in the Star Wars universe.
No, not at all.
That's
But-
completely infinity.
Yeah.
And the Star Wars Illuminati.
Did
Where's
he just
the
go
Harry
static for
Potter?
you too, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to have Ben.
Slightly out of focus.
But Unforgiven is what considered Clint Eastwood's best film.
I think that
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. There's
No,
monkey-
be up
There's no
there,
monkey in it,
surely.
there needs,
Well-
if he would have been riding around with an orangutan called Clyde.
How many
Ben-
fucking times is Clyde mentioned on Good Movie Monday?
He's the most famous chimp in the monkey in the world.
If it's not you, it's the Boneheads, dude.
So, I mean, look, I don't understand what they're talking about half the time. So if you say so.
What
But,
were you, Sam? What were you saying about Clint Eastwood when I said it's probably his most famous film or best film?
Oh, I would say it was up there with one of his better films. I mean, it's it's one of his most recognizable, right?
But it's no
Yeah.
space camp. Is that what you're not space camp? Was it space cowboy?
Space
Did you
Cowboys.
say
There's no space cowboy.
He says Space Camp. We're going from Space Camp to Space Jam to Space Cowboys.
It's all the spaces.
I think
And
I don't know what my
on last
favorite-
night's video, I talked about Dot in space. So there's the new theme for the week.
Oh.
Jesus.
Space.
So what was your favorite one, Sam?
I don't know. I don't know what my favorite one would be. Are we talking about the ones that he's directed or just the ones he's been in?
Either or. My favorite's High Plains Drifter.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Town is that's not the town called Hate. That's the other one, isn't it?
Well, it's the one where he's the he's essentially he's a bad guy. He's like a ghost, and he rolls into town and paints the town literally
that is-
paints it red and
Red,
kills everybody. Yeah,
Welcome to
wow.
Hell.
yeah.
That's his thing. Yeah.
It's a nasty film.
Is that High Plains Drifter?
Yeah.
It's right. Pale Rider is the mining one, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
I actually
Definitely.
really
Sounds right up my alley.
Outlawed Josie Wales, I think, would be up there,
Yeah.
one of my favorites. That's a great one.
I
Josie Wales.
I heard Scott Eastman talking about Clint a few weeks ago, and I think that's his favorite of his dad's films.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Well, it's John Vernon. It's like John Vernon chasing Clint Eastwood and just repeatedly saying his name. Right.
that's the whole
what,
film.
What saying Clint?
Welcome to
Clint.
Josie Wales.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been meta or something.
No.
All right, next one. What do we got?
The Abyss.
Yes.
I can never get left and right on this reverse thing.
I don't think I've seen The Abyss.
I
Yeah, I've
think
never
it's-
seen this either.
Wow. I think it's James Cameron's best film, personally
Oh.
speaking. It's
Right.
and I do
Mary-
like
Mastriani, Master Antonio.
Ed Ed O'Neill. No, not Ed O'Neill. Fucking hell. What's
You
his
guys-
name? Ed for
Ed
the Truman. Ed Harris.
Oh, Ed Harris. Yeah.
It's I have the parts of The Abyss I have seen are just that constant cutaways to Ed O'Neill going, why is it when you kill a man in battle, you're a hero? If you kill a man and then the rest of the cast just take the camera away from him. Parts of Abyss.
Oh, not much point talking about it if you guys haven't seen it, but there's two cuts. There's the theatrical cut and the extended cut, and I think the extended cut is very well worth a look. It's great.
Oh, okay.
The video was fancy. I remember that had a puffy cover. with,
Yeah,
like,
it's just such a good
Alfred.
film. It's a science fiction film. Like it's a deep space film under the sea. You know,
It's like
Oh,
Secret Sea.
okay. I thought it was on Earth.
well, the sea
Well, it's
technically is on Earth.
Yeah, I mean. So you mean. So it is on Earth.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's almost like at the bottom of the Mariana Trench or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant it's like.
Oh, weird.
I thought you meant it was like in space, in the sea,
Ah,
like on another planet.
no, but there are aliens.
Oh,
Oh, are they?
Yes.
They just fish. Weird fish
Yeah, with
with
fucking
the water pressure.
things
Yeah.
coming out of their heads.
Is it a prequel to Avatar? Are they Avatar aliens?
It's what definitely led his fascination with the deep sea stuff. But you know, the interesting thing about it, there's a science in the film that in order to breathe underwater, they have this sort of liquid oxygen that they have to drown in first, and they turn into like almost like it's like having gills.
Oh,
Yeah, it
wow.
lets them.
Oh. Is that real? Can you do that?
Well, I don't know. You just went into robot mode again.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I can't do that because I'm not a robot. Never mind him. Sammy's buffering.
Yeah.
you seen that? Look, have you seen that meme that's doing the round of Instagram at the moment? Where it's the guy and he's on top of his girlfriend and they're having sex, and then halfway through he just kind of stops. She goes like, "Is everything all right?" And he's like, "Shh, I saw this on Pornhub. It's called buffering."
Haven't seen that one.
Locke, have you guys seen that one? Tom Hardy.
Yes.
It all happens in a car, right?
Yeah, I really like this one. I think it's really
I really
tense.
liked it too. Yeah.
It's
It was very A24, the production company. Like they bring out some really wacky stuff sometimes,
they
and
do. What I liked
Yeah.
about it is the storyline was just completely ambiguous, but it didn't matter. Like you were on board
Mm,
and you were concerned.
yeah. It was really like it was weird that it was so engaging.
Yeah.
But all you had was a guy in a car.
Constantly
Answering
swapping
phone
phone calls.
calls.
Yes,
Yeah.
constantly putting people on hold. I loved it.
Yeah,
It's
it was really
like,
creative.
like Wheelman.
Will man.
Yeah, like he's just in the car on the phone most of the time, interspersed with car chases.
Is that an actual movie?
All the interaction he has with other people is just on the phone in his car.
Ah,
I've never seen that.
You ever seen it with Frank Grillo?
Oh, really? No, I have not.
Great movie.
All right, add that to my list.
Wheelman.
I do
Yeah.
like one set in films when they can hold your attention.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Like Cellular.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Phone
Buried-
booth, cellular.
Phone booth. Yeah.
What's that
Um,
one, Buried Underground?
which one?
What's the
Oh,
one, in
Captive?
the-
No,
Oh, Buried.
Buried.
Buried?
Buried. Yeah, with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that is great. And even Death and the Maiden, that Roman Polanski film with Sigourney Weaver, that's all
Ah.
set in the one room. It's great.
Mm. I've only seen the play of that, funnily enough.
Yeah, I think you've told me
The
that.
movie, I saw the play.
Next,
I can tell already.
Young Guns.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either. It has. Is that Charlie Sheen?
He's not being serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. It's the Brat Pack. Yeah, it's Charlie
Yeah.
Sheen, Emilio Estevez, Dermot Mulroney. Who else we got? Terrence Stamp is in there. Jack Palance,
Casey Size Mako.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Wow.
It's a great film. I love it.
Have you seen
When-
that? Have you heard that song "Regulators" by Warren G and Nate Dogg?
I don't know it by name.
That's all based on that. It's all. It's all clips from Young Guns, isn't it? It's all like
Yeah.
sound
Oh,
bites.
okay.
And then-
See,
then, like,
Sam is fairly new to these Lucky Dip videos, and I don't think she knows whether to take you seriously or not.
No.
that's a real. It was real. Nate Dogg and Warren G got to regulate was the thing.
You know, the weird thing we were talking
Written in,
about.
like 1992.
We were talking about being robots before. My computer just started talking to me. That was really weird. I wonder if you guys heard that.
No.
No.
Told me
Was
what the temperature was. It looked like Siri.
Yeah.
I don't have Siri set up on this thing.
That's weird.
Man, this is a schmozzle, eh?
Shamil.
It's windy outside.
That's the math and
That explains it. That explains it. I hate that movie.
Oh, Bird Box.
Bird Box.
Yeah.
I still haven't
It
seen
was,
it.
it was disappointing. Really
probably-
You know, The Quiet
disappointing.
Place is that the consensus?
It's how not to do The Quiet Place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next one. That's crap. We'll just do one more.
I do have to watch it because it's Sandra Bullock. But
Mm.
Old Boy.
Old Boy. like is it, I hope I don't get this wrong. Is it Korean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
original one,
Good.
yeah, I haven't seen the original. I've only seen the American remake, which apparently is shit in comparison.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I am one of the few people that I don't like either of them at all.
Mm.
But it's just so weird that Spike Lee directed the remake of all
Yeah.
people.
And it has
feels-
who's the main guy?
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, so weird. I
It
don't
is.
know why they would do that, why they would remake it.
But then I
Well-
don't get the weird thing with Elizabeth Olsen that it's his daughter as well. It's like a weird,
I don't think
Ah.
I didn't get too far into it, to be honest with you. Probably half an hour.
Mm.
right? I mean, there's some good stuff with Samuel L. Jackson at the end. Like that showdown is it's fun to watch.
I'll take
Yeah.
your word for it.
But I don't know if it's as good as the Korean one. There's a lot more axe. There's a lot more axe fighting.
I would definitely take the Korean one over the American one, but the Korean one just didn't do it for me either. Which is it's kind of it's got a Bad Boy Bubby vibe to it. I give it that. It's got some cool aesthetic.
I hate that movie. I know. I cannot stand that film.
Bad Boy Bubby.
Yeah.
Ben,
I'm sorry.
shall I reject her from the room?
Glenn's best mate, Rolf de Heer, directed that one.
Yeah,
He's
Oh,
my
really?
my favorite Aussie director. Interviewed him on our YouTube channel as well as Nicholas Hope, who plays Bubby himself. So go back and have a watch. Just a
I
bit of-
will, because I watched it.
I was talking
I
to the
did watch
audience.
Oh, well, I will, because I watched that movie like ages ago now.
Hmm.
And I don't know, maybe I'd have a different point of view watching it now, but when I first saw it, it creeped me out so much
Yeah.
that I just, yeah. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I should watch it again.
Did you watch it through to the end?
Yes, yeah.
Because it's such a happy story as far as I'm concerned. Like it's it's grim and
Yeah.
it's really creepy. But wouldn't you agree, Ben? Like by the time the entire story arc has taken place, it's quite
it
it's
has
a fun
positive
movie.
ending, but I wouldn't have said it's a happy movie. It depends on how you feel about your own mother.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, when Rolf was talking to me about it, he agreed. He goes, "No, it's a very fun movie."
Mm.
Oh, it's certainly fun, but I don't know if it's. I don't know, like how you. Like it's not fun, as in like a comedy. It's fun. As in,
You got great tits,
Yeah.
Flo.
yeah.
They'd be perfect.
Yeah. That's a heartbreaking line. He says it in the film. I had a single tear kind of. He does have great whoppers and tits.
I've also come to the realization that the two Lucky Dip videos Sam's been on have descended into boob talk.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Well,
At least there was no like I didn't. I was if I would have been at my normal desk, then I could have I would have as part of that bit I would have stood up and put my fist in the air. Got great whoppers and tits, Mum.
Sam, this is what happens when you open the door to for the boys' club and let the girls in.
yeah.
I apologize. We need to start talking about dicks a lot more.
Bring back the D.
Which I think on our on Monday episode of the podcast we talked about the D.
We did talk about the D. Well, we talked about Dick.
How well?
D.
How's that destroyer going, by the way?
Right.
Far out.
I'm not sitting on it. It overheats, so I need to give it a break.
To all of our newcomers, I just backtrack a few videos and you'll understand what kind of videos these are.
Ben got me a very special present.
I think
No,
it's
every day.
I got a mug
you got a mug.
and got something else.
I got a destroyer.
Yeah.
I've got your mug right here, Ben. Just got to come over.
Give me a second.